E3 2011 has come, and if you're not a hardcore gamer, there's no words to rationally explain the excitement that gamers feel this time of year. And this year is very special because the next phase of Nintendo's history will begin to unfold on the day of their E3 media briefing, which, among many other things, chief among them, we will see Nintendo's 6th home console for the first time. It's really strange to think that after all that time, so much has changed for Nintendo in the gaming world, and the world outside of gaming, and a lot of things changed for you personally. And after all that time, there've only been 5 systems. We're going to see the 6th system in less than 24 hours from when this video becomes available. Of course, those of us who are lucky enough to have the 3DS and a wireless connection will probably be using that time messing around with the big update that's scheduled to come out today, with the eShop and the all the cool stuff that you could download for free and that you could pay for, and the Virtual Console, and 3D Excitebike and the web browser. Tomorrow, I'm going to be very fortunate enough to go to the Nintendo World Store in Manhattan and observe the Nintendo media briefing live in the store in a special event that StreetPass NYC and Nintendo of America have collaborated together for the fans of Nintendo to get together and have a big party and enjoy the beginning of this next phase of Nintendo's history, together in one place. The E3 2011 event at Nintendo World tomorrow will be the biggest E3 related event to take place outside of the E3 convention itself in Los Angeles. And certainly, I'm absolutely certain that it will be the biggest E3 event held by a major gaming company specifically for the fans. This is really unprecedented, the way Nintendo of America is teaming up with a grassroots fan community to make something so big and so unique. It's really, at E3 2006 at Nintendo World, I thought nothing ever could top that, and I thought, I said at the time, this is like Nintendo's Woodstock. This is a one-time thing. This is never going to happen like this again. And this is going to be, the same thing is going to happen at the Nintendo World Store tomorrow if you're lucky enough to be able to make it. And I know that not everyone is going to be able to make it. Even some people who live right in the shadow of Nintendo World are, stuck in school doing finals or handing in their last projects or doing SATs or whatever. I know it's really easy for me to say this, being lucky enough to go, but it's going to be okay. The world's not going to end. I could tell you, in E3 2004, I remember rushing home and jumping off the school bus and running back to my house just in time to see the second half of Nintendo's E3 presentation when it was broadcast online, which I believe was the first time it was broadcast live online like that. And in 2005, what I actually did is I took advantage of a optional exam that I was able to use in combination with a unique set of circumstances related to my schedule that let me be dismissed from school early, and I used that to rush home to see E3 streamed on the internet once again. And in E3 2006, for the first and only time I flagrantly skipped school, and was actually slept out overnight in my car in front of Nintendo World, which is pretty awesome. And of course I was the only one there till 6 o'clock, 5 or 6 o'clock the next morning. But I remember like maybe 10 o'clock at night, I was looking up at the screen of Nintendo World, and they're actually testing the feed. And when I saw on the TV, it showed Miyamoto and Reggie rehearsing for the E3 presentation. and they're playing Wii Sports on stage, and I saw that. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm seeing, they're playing the Wii, and I took some footage of it. If I had Wi-Fi back then, I could have been the first to get that out, but it didn't work out that way. But my point is, whether you're lucky enough to go to Nintendo World, whether you're rushing home from school to catch what you can, online, if you're going to be watching at home with your friends, and order Domino's or something, on G4 or something, or if you're just going to be watching it by yourself on TV or on the internet with a bag of chips, however you watch it, tomorrow's, if you're a Nintendo follower, it's a really special, cool, unique day that's only going to happen once. After tomorrow, never again will you not know what we're going to learn. That moment of surprise is, whether it's in the games themselves or when you first learn that Nintendo's going to do something, crazy and creative that you totally weren't expecting with their new system, or with a new iteration of a classic series. That the surprise is really, I think, why people still follow Nintendo after all these years. And I just wanted to say just like to sort of reflect on that before the final day. Now, tomorrow I'm going to have a really, really crazy day. Before I knew the scale of this year's E3 event at Nintendo World, I have to say, the thought of just sitting around at home with maybe one or two friends, turning on G4 and, ordering pizza and watching it at home, it was pretty tempting. Instead, I'm going to be on a train at 4 o'clock in the morning, traveling quite a distance in order to get to Manhattan in time for the E3 media briefing at Nintendo World. It's going to be pretty awesome. Like, if you didn't know, there's going to be a party. There's going to be a giant AR card cake, perfect for projecting your augmented reality Pokemon from Pokédex 3D onto when you download that today sometime, if you can. It's going to be a big event, prize contests, lots of fans to hang out with and talk about. I'm really going to have to rest my voice because I'm definitely going to have a sore throat come tomorrow. So, and I want to, of course, you're going to be able to see the media briefing live, or watch a high-definition, direct feed from, all the major gaming websites, and e3.nintendo.com, which I think is probably the #1 site you can go to. Nintendo is going to be well prepared to handle the huge amount of traffic that's going to go to that site. Nintendo wants everyone they can watching e3.nintendo.com tomorrow. I really want to bring you as close to the action as I can get, give you the best coverage I can provide of the party and of the live fan reactions as the big announcements are made during the media briefing. And I hope to do the best job I can of doing that. So hang tight. Tomorrow I will be getting up, as the rooster crows, literally roosters crow outside my window. I'm not kidding about that. So I will be out commuting to Nintendo World with some friends, so you could probably, if you've watched my previous E3 and Nintendo World videos, you have a pretty good idea of who I'll be chilling with. Maybe I'll see some of you who have been watching my videos there. I look forward to running into you guys there. And I don't have any sort of wireless broadband or anything like that, so I will not be able to start editing and uploading the footage till I get home. I will have my computer set up so the moment I walk in, I will pop the SD card right on my camera and slam it into the computer and start editing and processing the video so I can get it up for you as soon as possible. I expect there to be maybe 2 videos, one of just the party in general and one for the E3 media briefing. So that's what you could hope to expect from me tomorrow. And aside from whatever I could provide, it's Nintendo Day tomorrow. It's the big day. I remember in E3 2006, Nintendo made a special Nintendo DS just for that one day. This is going to be a day as important as that. So, thank you very much for taking this speculative journey with me as we prepare to see the identity and the true form and the nature of Nintendo's 6th home console, and thank you very much for watching.
what's next. Instead, it's what's absolutely new.